Boom, boom, boom. What's up, everybody? This is Delta Tango Mike, and we are live. It's 8:01 on a Wednesday night, and what happens on Wednesdays, Dan? We try to take over the world one drawing at a time. And so tonight I'm going to share some of my Scully process, only because I'm on that Scully tip right now. And then next week I'll think of something else, or maybe I'm still on the Skullys. I'm still going to draw Skullys because I want to draw a whole bunch of them. And I've been meaning to ask Tom and Monica, like, how many should I have? And I haven't even got around to talking about it the way I want to, because I have an idea for them. So once that inspiration and passion passes, I'll move on to something else. In the meantime, that's what we're going to draw tonight. We do have some folks already in the Discord talking about Monica and Tom. Tom's not here, but Monica is. RB, Odari, Dimples Love, and J-Lo, the Wonderful. I like that name. That's a very cool nickname. I like that artist name. And then Bree. Did I say Bree? Well, Bree is here too. On the Behance, we have Rob. What's going on, Rob? Odari says, what up, though? RB says, what up? Say, hey, folks. And let's see. Do you have more ideas for Skullys? And so that's my question for today. Do you have more ideas for Skullys? I'm collecting ideas because I want to draw a lot of them. And so tonight I'm going to draw the Terminator. I'm going to keep it easy because, you know, I want to be able to get through the stream and not leave the art unfinished. So I'm going to do the Terminator and Hellboy. So that's what's going on for tonight. However, you can check out the whole series of skulls that I've been creating. I made a whole Instagram just for the skulls. So that's all you get to see on that Instagram. It's called Scully Series. Or you can also go to my Instagram, Delta Tango Mike, and you check out the skulls along with everything else that I create. Especially, most recently, I've been drawing a lot of sketchy. So I have like these parallel universes that I'm working on. On Mondays, I draw with Sketchable, and I'm creating the Skullys. On Wednesdays, I'm drawing, sketchies. Monday, Sketchable, sketchies. And then Wednesdays, Fresco and Skullys. You know, and we'll keep it rolling. We'll keep it rolling that way. Cool, cool, cool. Now, I was just talking to the folks on the Discord about the subscription. So that's something that I want to take a moment to discuss real quick. Let's go ahead and switch gears here. Boom, boom, boom. That is my iPad. I don't know if anybody's paying attention to the wallpaper, but this is a Windows 11 wallpaper that I put on my iPad. And then, oh, this is not the Surface. I have a Surface, and I put the iPad wallpaper on the Surface just because I want to be funny. So I don't know if anybody noticed that, but there it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and share screen. Is that the one I want to share? Sure, why not? Let's go with that. Boom. And so we have what we call, Behance is calling subscriptions now. And so what's on the subscriptions, Dan? So when you look through my work, there will be some projects that have a subscriber only overlay text. And so that is for the those are projects and live streams that are available to subscribers only. What's up, D in the house? And we got some more folks. Oh, Rob made it into the Discord. Awesome. Moto Void is in the Discord. I like it. I'm glad to see some of you guys. Yes. All right. So just to explain a little bit more about the subscriptions. So there's a subscriber area. When you get to the subscriber area, I have one subscriber already, which is crazy because I just set it up last night. In any case, when you go to the subscriber area, you'll see some of the content that is available to subscribers only. I have moved a couple of my projects in here because I'm going to start making more and more some of these files available for those who are subscribers. They get exclusive content. And what that means is that for like the Aztec calendar, you get the AI file. You get several different file types so you can do whatever you want with the artwork. I'm going to make available some icons that I've created in Illustrator. And that's because you want the icons, but because now you get to see the source files or the layers and the way I compose my layers so that you can also start paying attention to how to structure your layers and how layers interact with each other to give us the artwork that we see. And then I also threw in here the making a coloring page with Illustrator, the files from the Adobe Max 2020. So this is the one I just uploaded today. I just finished making this right before I went live. And it's the Scully collab. If you want to make a Scully, you want to be have a part in the Scully collection, then all you gotta do, of course, it's reserved for those that are in the subscription. It's only $10 a month. But once you are part of the subscription, you can collab and make a Scully with me. And there's 2 ways you can do this. If you're not into Adobe Fresco and you have Procreate or Sketchbook or whatever is out there, Clip Studio Paint, I'm giving you access to some high resolution, clean downloads of the Skullys. So we got the A, B, C. I'm just calling them A, B, C. And it's a description of woman, man muscles, and then big muscles. Because like this one's I used for He-Man, and I used it for Schwarzenegger, Commando. I think I might have done Rambo with those muscles. Probably did. Yeah. And so these are some of the templates you can download. But if you have Adobe Fresco, whether it's on PC or Mac, then I will send you a collab request through Fresco to your Fresco using Creative Cloud. And then you'll have the actual Fresco file for these pieces here. And when you have the Fresco file, then you can see the different layers. And so here's an example of the Fresco interface. And I do have, where are you? Boom, boom, boom. A couple of screenshots of, well, actually, I don't need a screenshot because I'm in my iPad right now. Boom. So let's go with Fresco. Bam. And it's going to update in a second. But basically, there it is. There comes the templates that I created. All right, 1, 2, 3. And so when I send you the collab request through Adobe Fresco, you will have all the layers that make up the basics of the character, and then it's up to you to add on what you want and make your own Scully. So I think this is a few things and ideas that are coming to me about what we can do here when it comes to the subscription with Behance. And just to point out a couple of things, here in the first project is where you can read more about the subscription. And then the second one is where you see my Behance live schedule. So right now it's going to be always Mondays and Wednesdays. However, I'm going on vacation next week. So I think I'm going to miss Wednesdays, 2 Wednesdays in a row and a Monday. So I'll talk about that next week on Monday because that's when I'm going on vacation later on next week. And I will be in LA and Cali. So any Cali people in Long Beach, let me know. East LA, let me know. All right, so just real quick, here goes the exclusive content with DTM, and that's me drawing on my iPad, and so it explains what it means that you get access to some of my Illustrator files, Fresco files, and some live streams dealing with character design either on the Surface or the iPad. Plus, you get the source files, and we get a chance to do some one-on-one hour tutorials. So this is where, for those of you who feel that you want to take the time to learn about my process, my creative process with creating characters, when not just my step-by-steps on how I go about either a skeleton or shapes and then build out an image, but also to all the way to how I finish professional illustrations. I'm constantly working with clients. And so there are some things that I have to do to finish the artwork in Illustrator. And so that's where you're going to get more in-depth information on making sure that your artwork is ready for the world, whatever it is that you want to do. Like I was talking to Odari earlier today, and he's getting ready to publish one of the posters that he finished, that he designed. And so we're going through the process like, okay, here's the part where you worked in Fresco, here's the part where you worked in the Photoshop, Illustrator, and to get to the final product. So those are the little things that you want to master so that when you're put in a situation to work with a professional project, you're able to knock it out and get through it. Now, if you think that this is not enough, then let me know what would be enough. I told my wife $10 and she said, that's it? I said, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to do something and see what happens. And but if there's something very specific that you feel that you can you want to see me and go over with you as part of this $10 a month subscription, then let me know. I'm open to ideas. You know, I am going to start a new streaming series starting late August once I come back from my vacation. And I want to say that's a Tuesday. I can't remember what day August 17th is. I think it's a Tuesday. And so what I'm going to do is, Darius said he's going to fill in while I'm gone. All right, brother, go ahead and make it happen. The 17th is a Tuesday. And so I want to bring back my Tuesdays. And but those are going to be subscription only. So it may be a couple times a month. It may be every week. I'm not sure. It depends on how the response is, and it's up to you to tell me what it should be. If it's a good idea, if it's a bad idea, should it be better, should it be different, and no style. I'll be bored then. No, I'm not gonna be bored. I'm gonna be at the beach, Richard. Yeah, I'm not gonna be bored. I'm going to the beach, baby. All right, cool. The professionals. That's right. So there it is. This is the information that I wanted to share with you before I started on my live stream. There is, once you go to my page, there's a subscriber area. You can subscribe. I think on the bottom left-hand side, there is a way to also add it to the subscription. I'm looking at myself. As a matter of fact, I can check a different artist. I know that, let me see. Anna has, there it is, subscriber area. So she has one project that's available right now for subscribers. And you click on that subscribe to unlock. And boom, hers is $3 a month. Okay, that's cool. You type in your info and bam, you are a subscriber. And so you get source files, premium live streams, and premium projects. So there it is. That is the big update with Behance. And so if you notice some of my posts, that's what I'm talking about in my posts. And I am going to share with everyone the latest project I just finished. Do I have my Behance? Yes. And that I just posted today. Of course. Fine, I'll bring it over here. And that is the Skullys. If you want to collaborate with the Skullys, let's do something. Let's draw together. Come on. Motor voices flow with the pros. I like that. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it, man. I got a Scully here. Oh yeah, so here's one of the templates. I did explain that already. Boom. And let's go back to the Skullys that I was working on. So I had to create a separate project file that these are the templates that I'm going to share. And for every time I invite somebody into the collab, I'm going to make a whole new project file. So that way we can all have our own template to work with. There you go. If anybody got any feedback on that, please let me know. Please guide me, and let's do this together. No one is obligated to buy anything every Monday and Wednesday. I will still be streaming. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be cool. And of course, the Monday and 1st and 15th streams is all sketchable, all day. All right. So today, that's my ODB. I can't remember. That's the last one I drew. Yeah, I think it is. It is. Yes. So now it's time to draw two more today. Sip on some coffee and hop in. And since some of you guys are here in the Discord, we can hear you if you speak up. If you have some questions or something that you'd like to add, we can hear you. Of course, the stream, people on the stream will be able to hear you. And if you don't want to be their voice heard in the stream, but have a question or something to say, we have a Sketch Together channel here in the Discord where you can type out some questions and comments. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and work on Hellboy. We're going to go with Hellboy first because that's easy, right? What's the deal with Hellboy? Who is Hellboy? Does anybody know who Hellboy is? What's up with Hellboy? That is a weird creature. It's a weird person.
I love Hellboy.
You like Hell?
I like Hellboy too.
Okay. What is it about Hellboy do you like? Go ahead, share with us. Somebody.
if you're familiar with Wolverine, he's kind of a loner. He's a renegade. He's just like him. He's that dude. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find himself, whatnot. Yeah, I love Hellboy because of that. And he's trying to be a good guy where everybody wants to be bad. Da da da. He came from a world where he's supposed to be God of hell or whatever, but he don't want to do that. He wants to chill.
Nice.
He's gonna hang out with the crowd.
Okay. That's what he wants. And so he's finding himself. So he's not like a bad guy.
No,
or a
he's
demon.
Not even an anti-hero. He's a hero. He don't want to be a hero. He just want to be cool. He want to chill, but he worked for these people getting rid of demons. What you know the deal with Hellboy?
I know. I want you to tell me though. I want you to tell me. I want you in your words, man.
Yeah, he's a regular guy. He's just got red skin and horns.
What?
He even cuts the horns off because he don't want to be that guy. Yeah, he's the man. I love him.
What do you like about Hellboy, Dimples Love?
Honestly, I like that people try and put him in a box, and he's always proving that you can't put me in a box. Like, I'm so much more than what you expect me to be or what you tell me that I'm supposed to be. And that's what really resonates with me about Hellboy. Like, I really, really like that.
So people trying to like categorize him and make him into either an evil thing, an evil person, or because he's like a creature from hell. So it's not like he's just misunderstood, right? but I get that. That's cool. That he is trying and wants to. I guess what I've seen through the movies and some of the comics is that he wants to at least have a choice in how he lives his life and what his mission in life is. I like that. Cool.
That's what makes him great. That's what defines him is because he don't want to follow his destiny. He want to chill. Like, and
He wants to make his own destiny.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
That's what makes it beautiful.
Got it. Welcome to the Discord. Tom LaRock in the house. On the chat, we got Francisco Salomón. ¿Cómo estás, Francisco? Gracias por regresar aquí. Oh, gracias por pasar por aquí. Richard says the Incredible Hulk. But that's a great idea for a Scully, the Incredible Hulk. He's green, he's big, and all it takes is that high top haircut, and you're done, right? That's an easy one to knock out. So if for those of you who like Hellboy, did you pay attention to the last movie, the last Hellboy movie that was not too long ago? I think it was right before the pandemic. I did not watch it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no?
I like the older guy.
I
like the first.
Ron Perlman, yeah.
Oh, he was dope.
Yeah.
Like, why even doing the dude? He was sweet.
I think he looked like Hellboy even without the makeup.
Yeah, he looked like everybody without the makeup.
That's the guy who was in Sons of Anarchy, and he was Ron Perlman, and he was also in Blade. I think it was the second Blade movie.
He was in Aliens. He was the Beast. That face, like
he was the Beast. Yeah. These are old movies, Francisco.
I know that.
No, yeah. That guy's been around a long time.
Actor, he's classic.
Yeah.
He was so funny in Aliens. It was a spider scared him and he shot it. I was like, that's fun. Yeah, Homeboy he's a great actor. And I love to see more of him. And he's got a lot of TV shows people are not familiar with. And he regulates. Out cold. Check him out.
Check him out. All right, so what I did right now, I duplicated the skull color. The layer that has the skull color, I duplicated that layer so that I can make another, so that the second layer, I turn down the opacity and I can have a little play with color. Turn the blend mode to multiply, turn down the opacity. Boom, there we are. And I think it's too pink, so I'm going to turn that down some. Bam. And there it is. It's a little too dark still. Let's go turn it up.
Is this in Fresco? I'm sorry. I
Yes.
think I missed.
Yes. Yeah. You can ask questions. Please ask questions. Yes. Francisco says, I haven't been watching movies, just playing video games. There you go. Nice. So there we go. So we got the skull. We have the red body. However, we need some horns, and there's like some designs on Hellboy's body. Like some kind of designs. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Hellboy. He's got some demonic designs. All right, let's see if I can pull it up. And I was looking at the makeup. I was going through some pictures. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to do the jacket. We're not going to do the designs. We're going to do the jacket. I was looking through some of these Hellboy pictures online, and especially from the movies. And it's like, they had muscle suit for Ron Perlman because he's an older guy, and he's still lean but not built. And then, but this latest Hellboy movie, I didn't even watch it. I don't even know what it's called. It's called Hellboy something. And like that dude, that suit is just huge. Like that is a super muscular Hellboy, and that's not how he looks in the cartoon, in the comics. In the comics, he's got a normal body with that big, the hand of doom, the hand of doom. Yeah, it's a glove. All right, so there we go. We're checking a couple of things here so I can make sure I have, and if I can see the coat. Okay, cool. I have the coat here in front of me. Bam, got it. Good. And now I can go back to this. The new Hellboy, yes, he was on Stranger Things, Rob. That's correct. David Harbour, I don't know his name, but I've seen him around. And so Richard says, Hello Boy is a walking nightmare. Here's an idea. Taskmaster. Who's Taskmaster, Odari? Is that a character?
Taskmaster's from Marvel Comics. He can copy your moves. He has a skull face, literally. Has a skull face.
Oh, I see it.
Comic book. Yeah, the comic book. Now, Taskmaster was the recent Black Widow movie. But MCU and comic book is different. So, go with the comic book. Because he actually has the skull.
Yeah, he looks like a hardcore version of Skeletor.
Right, exactly.
I like that. Okay, good answer. We're gonna put that on the list. I got a list. The list is growing, so that's what's happening. I like art form from comics, but I haven't read them. I live under a rock. So sometimes that's what we have to do. Like yesterday, I was working on this project the whole day and night. Like I didn't have time to watch TV, hang out online. I still post anyways, or draw any Skullys. I have to focus. Okay, so I see the coat. I got the jacket. It's a trench coat that Hellboy wears. Plus, he has hair. So there we go. As you can see, I have a ton of layers around here. There's a whole bunch of different characters that I've created so far. And I'll save some of these files so that I can hop between the big muscle, big super muscle. Does that look the same? Let me see. Yep. And so that was Schwarzenegger there. And then this is the Skeletor part. I did have Skeletor here. Let me see. There it is. Bam. So it's so I try to keep some of these elements just as a reference, even though I don't think I'm gonna use too many elements across each other, except for the skull and the body sometimes. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a new layer right here over this, and I do need my search results when it comes to Hellboy, so I can do the hair. It's time for the hair. Oh, I see what's happening here. All right, got it. Boom. And I'm going with the easy characters because I need to be able to knock this out tonight. You know, otherwise, that was when I worked on the other piece the other day. I did sit around the couch and finish the artwork, but it's like, man, during the stream, I kind of feel like I want to finish something during the stream. Okay, so here we go. Get my vector. Everything is in vector, and what I like about vector is that I can then finish this in Illustrator. So that's what I want. I want to be able to hop onto Illustrator with this. And there we go. Bam. And just so I can see what's happening, I'm going to turn down the group, the opacity of the group, and go back into the hair. So there goes that little, what do you call that? Is that a soul patch? What does you call that? I don't know what you call that. Fresco and Deathlock. That's good. Jeez. You're going to make me type out a bunch of stuff. Oh, sorry. Deathlock. I like Deathlock. And let me see if I can pull that in. Let's see. Marvel Comics. Okay. You know who I was thinking also about? There's somebody else, and I forgot. All right. Fresco. Boom. Got it. Yeah. There it is. Fresco. All right. Images. I like it. And what I liked about the movies is that it was the same actor that was in The Matrix. I did like that. And in Francisco, when you're drawing in Fresco, you're just drawing lines like this. Look, and this is vector. These are vector brushes. And so by using the vector brushes here in Fresco, you start drawing like a normal drawing. But then you export. There's a button on the top right, and you can send a file to Illustrator. And so once you send it to Illustrator and open in Illustrator, bam! Now it's you have full control of all the anchor points. And so yeah, you need to check that out. It's really cool. And you know, it's drawing clean lines is cool. Drawing clean line art is okay. But you don't have to. It can be whatever. It can be whatever you want it to be. All right. So he has a ponytail. That's crazy. Once I started losing my hair, I knew I was going to have to just shave it off. Like I'm not going to walk around like a Danny DeVito, you know, with long hair in the back and the sides and no hair in the top. Like, nah, man, let's just cut that off. And but it's okay. Hellboy wants to do it that way. It's all good, Hellboy. Bam. Here we go. Skullface dudes. Okay, Rob, thank you for the link. I'm gonna check that out. Skullface dudes. What about women? Are there women characters that would make great Skullys? Or are there even any women Skull characters?
Well, yes. Marvel Comics, her name is Death. And Thanos is in love with her.
Her name is Death?
She's
her name is Death. She is, yeah, she is. Yeah, like, period.
Is that...
So, like, in the comics, I think... Thanos was so in love with her. The original concept of him doing a snap, or ending the population of the world, was to impress her, and she just never gave him like any play for it.
She don't give him no play. She like Deadpool. She like Deadpool.
She likes Deadpool. What? All right, I'm gonna have to check that out. So it's not called Lady Death or nothing. It's just called Death.
He is the personification of death.
Okay.
Death, and it's a woman. It's she's Stanley.
Wow.
I'm thinking Storm would be a good Scully because of like her hair
and
what she could do like with her, different costumes that she has.
Yeah, definitely. I like the '80s Storm, the one with the mohawk, but I also like the one with the she wears like this black thing around her face. Yeah, yeah, like that's super cool. Nice, that's good ideas. I like those. Yeah, I do like Storm. Yes, I'm a big 90s X-Men fan. Yeah. All right, so there goes some of the hair. Oh, you know how I wanted to do also Wolverine. So let me pull this up. Wolverine because of the hair. Yeah. So
Do Old Man Logan though. You gotta do Old Man Logan.
Old Man Logan.
Do
That
Old
would be
Man
dope,
Logan.
die.
I mean, Wolverine is cool, but Old Man Logan. That would be crazy. And then there's an Incredible Hulk. His name is Maestro. Maestro. Don't do the Hulk. Maestro. Look up Maestro.
But see, everybody's not gonna know Maestro though. Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, that's the beard. That's the one with the beard.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Yeah, he kind of looks like Zeus, like a super steroid Zeus. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, but I was thinking like you gotta do the characters that like are easily recognized. That way people
That's
are like,
true.
oh, I need to add that to my collection.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, that's true. Do Loki then. Put the horns on him.
Yeah. That's cool too. I like that. I like just the idea.
Right now. Have y'all been watching it?
I haven't. I have no idea what's going on.
Yes.
But
Awesome.
tell us,
I watched it
Dari.
all the way. He watched it. It's on a whole nother level. It's like, see, I read the comics, so I already know what's happening. And then what he's going through is like, oh yeah, I read this. This is dope. But they making Loki part of this. It's like, yeah, the time variance, they out of control. They out of control. You got to see it. If you're not a Marvel fan, you're gonna love it. Cause it's on a whole nother level. Yeah, you know it's Loki, but Loki ain't got no control of nothing. It's like he just doing whatever. He following everybody else. It's so cool though. That is the coolest show I've seen. I mean, besides Captain America and did I just spoil that? The Winter Soldier.
I had no idea
You just
of
spoiled
anything.
it, oh.
I sure did. But if you read the comics, you already know who Captain America is.
All right, I got a question, D. Are you gonna make the muscles through the jacket? Cause you know he be in that jacket kind of flexed up a little bit.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the jacket look a little tight, so that you can kind of see the bulging muscles through the jacket. Yeah. That's definitely an idea. Yeah. Oh yeah. I gotcha. You know who I want to do? I want to do Predator, but then that means adding extra stuff to the skull face. So I don't know if I feel like going through all that.
I already get the teeth showing. Alien got the teeth showing already. Let's do that.
That's right. Yeah, I got and do the front teeth like the spider teeth that he got in the front. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bunch of ideas. But when Dimples Love mentioned the muscles, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yes, I kind of want to do some Predator, because that Predator is hardcore. There you go.
Oh, Dari, I love you for that. Because he loves Predator.
Oh yeah, he's a Predator fan.
Predator and Alien. He loves all that stuff.
What? You can't be a fan Alien if you like Predators. You have to choose one, man. You have to choose a side.
Both. He likes that movie. He likes the Alien versus Predator thing. I think he likes Predator more than he likes Alien.
The one with Sanaa Lathan.
He'll draw the pictures. He'll watch the old school movie. He loves it. My child is weird. I don't know.
That's the best way to have them, though.
There you go.
All right,
Exactly
question
right.
with Fresco. Are you? So is it because I still haven't really played around with it? I'm so used to Illustrator now. But when you're drawing, is like if you keep the pen there, does it give more ink on that page? Like if you were actually drawing, like if you were actually inking something?
No. Once if you stop right there, that's it. It just stops.
Okay.
Yeah, there's it's
Also, the difference in the line is your pressure.
that's correct. The pressure, the speed and pressure. And so there are some settings that you want to check on. And so every time you select a different brush on the bottom left hand side, you'll see there's a little pop up you can pull out right there. Bam. And then there's the settings for the brush. And so I turned off my velocity dynamics, because what that means is that it gives you one thickness when you go slow, a different kind of thickness when you go fast. So I want to control the thickness a little bit more. So that's when I go with turn off the velocity. But the pressure dynamics, you can change them here, or you can make adjustments in the taper. And so I keep my taper short so that the taper starts, and then it has a consistent line throughout the rest, and then the taper has a quick finish, a quick start and a quick finish. You can always turn the taper higher. Boom. So you notice that up here it changes right here. Let's see. So depending on what you do, your taper is going to change. So I keep so if it was to 100%, then it takes a long time to get to that, a longer time to get to that thickness. And then finally, all right, so let's do the taper here, like at the 35. That's where I kind of do mine. It doesn't have to be exact. And then turn off pressure dynamics. And so now your brush stroke is not going to react to pressure. That's it. It's not a pressure thing. So that's good when you want to keep your brush strokes consistent. Now, I don't do that because some lines I want them to be thinner, and then some lines I want them to be thicker. So there's a few things you can do when it comes to Fresco, and play with it. There's a few vector brushes, and I use the basic taper. The basic round is great also, and the only difference is that it has that round ends. And that's cool. And the rest are fine, and they're kind of like variants of the main two brushes. So it's just a few variants. But what's really, really, really great is that when you export to Illustrator, it's all vector, and then you open it in Illustrator. And let me show you guys to see if I can.
Oh my God.
Boom.
I need to play with those brushes, because you know what? I do pressure things. I'll go fast, I go down, because I'm not trying to adjust nothing. But now I need to, because I don't fight it. It's just like I'm drawing with a regular piece of paper and pencil. So it's like I try not to put too much pressure here and there on certain things that I do. But now remember I was asking you about fresh cake. It's like, how the hell is so clean?
Yeah, and I think that's what he does. I think so turn off the pressure. And make sure you adjust the weight of the line before drawing it, and you can do that. You handle that right here, So that's where it's at, where the numbers are, and you can change this dial to make it, or you can type in, I guess. There you go. But you can change the thickness, and so if you turn off the pressure, then you're guaranteed to have that line thickness. Now here's what it looks like when it's in Illustrator. So from Fresco, and for you, Dimples Love, if you're on your PC, then you can click on that. There's a arrow button on the top right hand side, and over here. And then once you click on it, oops, there we go. No, right there. Boom, you can send it to Illustrator. And when you send it to Illustrator, it will then pop into Adobe Illustrator, and everything is vector. Look at that. Those are all anchor points. And what I really like about this is
Dimples, me and you need to do a Fresco thing, Freestyle Friday. Let's do some Fresco stuff. Come on.
See, Friday works for me, if you're available.
Yes, Freestyle Friday.
Friday works for me. I could be the student and you could be the teacher. I was gonna ask if you guys have like anything that I could trace over to get used to it, and like kind of yeah, like I just want to trace over things. Like I need both of y'all to just have a package. Hey, if you just want to practice, use this as a teacher and trace over it.
I get some crap for you. I'll send it to you.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's dope.
And you can also just trace over like some of the artwork that you're making for the children's books.
Yeah.
You know, that's a cool idea too. So what I want to point out right now is that in the layers, everything that I had turned on in my Fresco layers, when it went into Illustrator, it transferred only the layers that were active. Any layers that were turned off did not transfer over. So now it's a pretty clean setup. And here's my character. There's the background. And let me see. This is what is in here. This is the outside square. This is my signature. There's the character, the background, and the background image. I don't even know what's in there. There's nothing there. What is this? I don't see anything here. It's just messing around, not doing anything. Okay, let's get rid of you. Boom. But this is what I like, is that now while you're in Illustrator, now you can start playing with some things. So this is the body, the color of the body. You see that? Very cool. I can then create a duplicate of that layer. Go into my gradient colors. Do a freeform gradient. Come on, don't make me a liar. I said, make, oh, there's some, just go ahead and make that all together one piece. Pathfinder, boom. Okay, now let's do it. Are you going to do it? Can you do it? I think I'm doing, oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and go here. Go there. There's something here that I don't need. Get out. Boom. All right, now let's do it. There we go. Bam. So you kind of want to make sure it's a one shape so that you can do the freeform gradient. Now I can change these colors. Let me see. There it is. I have a color there. There's a color here. Let's change that color. Double click. Make it, there we go. Make it sort of green. And there you go. Skin tone color right there. Got a dark purple color right here. Got a light purple.
Hold on, wait. How are you doing that? My gradient does not look like that in Illustrator.
Well, you know, I'm fancy.
Oh, snap.
I'm a little fancy. Nah, it's so now there was a moment right before it actually worked with this gradient, freeform gradient, where I had to make adjustments in my layers because the shape has to be one shape. You have to have one shape selected, and so when I selected the layer, there's several other paths or shapes in here, and so the freeform gradient wasn't catching on. So I had to clean up my layer and then select that one piece only by itself, and then I could click on the gradient, freeform gradient, and then start going around and messing around. So once you start to click freeform gradient, you get these dots, and these dots you can double click them and change the color. Boom. So there's another dot. Double click it. It feels like there's a dot down here somewhere, or no, I guess not. So there you go. See, so let's go ahead and make a red one right here. I need a red one. Double click. Bam. There it is. So now that I'm done, I just go back to my selection tool or direct selection tool, and there it is. Look at that. Crazy. So all of this is stuff that you can do in Illustrator and apply a ton of effects and settings into the drawing that you made in Fresco. So they kind of work together. They're partners, but you got to do all the Fresco work in Fresco and use the vector brush so that when you export to Illustrator, then you have access to all these other things. So now that I have this layer with the colors on the body, I have two of those. There's the one here and one there. Well, the second one, I'm just going to turn the opacity down and start blending it with the one below. And so now it's not so dramatic. Or I could do multiply. There you go. Look at that. And now it starts to play. And so I like this because if you notice, pixel artists, they have the great advantage of using different brush strokes and brushes to have these kind of blend colors and highlights in their artwork. And as an example, like there's artists out there that can do this, you know, and they're amazing. And they'll have like the little pinkish on the nose and on the cheeks, you know, and on the kneecaps, you know, and it's like, and so it's not a flat color, and it's not layers of color, but it's like little touches, and that makes the art stand out and have a cool look. And so I want to do the same. It's like, how could I do that? Because vector, you feel like it's very flat. It's like kind of using construction paper to build a drawing, and it's like, well, how can I blend that? And so to me, using gradients in Illustrator gives you those extra settings to make your art stand out. There is another artist out there. His name is Mexi Funk. Let me go ahead and pull him up. I'm gonna tell you about Mexi Funk, and some of you who watch my streams already know about him. Orlando Arocena, and here he is on Behance, and then I'm gonna pull up his stuff on Google. All right, so this guy, look at this. This is all vector. So this guy does vector and has a ton of gradients and blend modes. Let me see. Here it is.
Stupid dope. I love it.
Insane. And that's vector. Okay, see all these little gradients here and there, and then opacity cutting through each other and so on. This is insane. And yes, he gets paid by Marvel. He gets paid by Paramount. He works for a lot of film companies making covers. He is crazy. Let me find. There goes Apocalypse. Let's see. There goes Spider-Man. Let me see. Can I get a bigger one? Yes. And so this is all vector. He works in vector. There you go. Let's go with that. And that's on Twitter.
What's his name again?
Mexi Funk. MEXIFUNK. So let's go ahead and retweet that because that's insane. Okay, there it is. There's the full piece. Dang.
That's out of control.
Golly.
That's out of control.
Yes. Let me tell you a funny little story. When we first met each other, I don't think he liked me because I was a young brash illustrator talking trash on the internet, and I came across his artwork. If in 2013, 2014, I think maybe 2016, his artwork was there in Illustrator. When you open Adobe Illustrator on your computer, it was his artwork that popped up, and it's let me see if I can pull it up. I'm sure it's somewhere. Let me see. Mexi Funk, Adobe Illustrator. And so that's it right there. Bam. So whenever you open Adobe Illustrator, this image is what you saw. And that's his work. That's his piece. And so I was like, whoa, like for real, like I could really do this. That's crazy. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and open his Behance. So let's see if it tells me what year. 2014. Yeah, it was 2014. So there's the vectors. These are all the vectors. And then there it goes with anchor points that you can see. And then there's the piece. And I think it kind of changed through time. Let me see what it ended up being. This is what it ended up being in the end. And so when I saw that, I was like, what the? Like, I need to step up my Illustrator skills. And so Adobe had already launched Adobe Draw. And so I started using Adobe Draw to do what I'm doing right now with Fresco. I'm using vector brushes. You know, I'm doing layers and layers and detail and detail. And then I would take the artwork from Adobe Draw into Illustrator, and it's all vector, and then I would apply my gradients. And so I started calling them out, but I was being kind of friendly. I thought I was being friendly. And now I know it was annoying. I was an annoying dude. But I called him out. I said, I'm coming for your crown, man. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that I said that. So he said a few bad things to me. And I was like, that's cool. So I did a drawing of him, and I told him he was full of, he had a, what was that? What's that rhyme? what Biggie said something about Twinkie Phil and playing the villain. And so, anyways, so he didn't like me. But now, recently, in the past year or two, we've been talking a lot. And he's an awesome guy, but his skills, like, that is where I'm after. Look at this. His skills and his clientele. That guy is getting paid right now, big time. Big time. So anyway, go ahead and find him out, Mexi Funk. And he is here in Adobe in Behance. And let me see if I can find his boom. Let me go. Orlando Arocena. I'll go ahead and copy and paste his Behance on the chat. And Tamika says, you can't play with everyone like that. Yes, great info, Rob. It says comparing flat colors to construction paper. This is exactly what it is. And yes, Mexifon has some amazing gradient work. And you're right, Tamika. You know, some people you can't say, just say anything. Mexifon is ultimate professional in his work. Shows it. He is super skilled. And what's crazy is he's Mexican living in Colombia. And he's lived all over the U.S. and has a great, amazing career. And there goes his work. All Illustrator. That guy is crazy. You said surrounded by older iPads and can't run Fresco on any of them. Dang, Rob. Yeah, you need an iPad that runs the current version of iOS. And then, oh, there goes Alien. Odari, you need to show this to your son. There goes the Alien. Oh, that's Ripley. That's Orlando's setup. Look at that. Beautiful. Simple. To the point. I like it. And there he is. That's him right there. So a couple years ago, I did a drawing of him. So he kind of warmed up to me now. But I did a drawing of him. It's in my portfolio. It's on my Behance. And so there's how he works and his process videos. There's the vector work. Crazy vectors. Oh my God. Look at that. Insane. And then there goes the anchor points. And then some close-up shots. Nuts. That's crazy. And then here we go. Boom. Look at that. Wow.
He is not from this planet. He's something's on with that.
Yeah.
I can't keep all that stuff. How?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is not of this planet, that guy. In a very unassuming dude, like he is not out there bragging, you know, like Tamika said, I can't talk to everybody the same way. And you're right, and he is a very humble guy. He just likes to share and talk about his work. And he ain't out there bragging. I have a bit of an ego, so I like to talk junk. So there we go. All right, cool. So y'all check out his portfolio. He's an awesome guy. There's one other guy who does really great work with gradients, and his name is James Eugene. And so James Eugene is a local artist. He's been in Atlanta for a long time. And but he does not have a public profile. He does not care about internet fame. Here he is right there. Yes, back in the old print days, this would have crashed the printer. Yeah, there would have been ink everywhere. Yes, and you do need iOS 14.6. Yeah, the older ones top out at 9.6. Yeah. It's too old, Rob. Check out, okay, if you have those iPads that are all like that, look up on the App Store, Adobe Draw. See if you can download Adobe Draw. That is very similar. So James Eugene, this is his Facebook. And when is the last time somebody posted on his birthday, but he has not posted. Like, he just has no posts. He changed his profile picture in 2015. He don't care. He don't care because this is all vector. This is Illustrator right here. So let's take a look at his pictures. If he has some pictures, let me see. See our photos. Let's see if I can pull up his work. That's us at an art show. We used to hang out at a lot of art shows. and he was very much active in real life, and he's really focused
Brother.
in projects, in a lot of
Back in the
projects.
art show days. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
familiar with him back in the art
Mm-hmm.
show days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's excellent.
Good night, RB. Have a good evening. Thank you for hanging out. So let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, it's not gonna let me see these pictures. Where do I go? Let me see if this is the one. Okay, I'm trying to find where his pictures are. So there it is. Bam. There we go. Vector. 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 I mean, like, there are gradients in this. Vector. And this is 2012. He hasn't posted in a long time. And then he paints the same way he does the vectors. Yo, he is just insane. Let me see. Boom. And then let's see. Come on, show me more pictures, man. No, that's it. Let's see if we can find some really stuff that stands out. Bam. Vector. That looks like Sana right there. Let's see. What's another good one? Vector. This one's pretty simple. In the art shows that I used to produce, he would put in his artwork and his artwork would sell. Vector. So he is amazing and insane. I don't know if his website's still up. Neo Art. So there it is. This is how old his website is, man. Anyway, this is all vector work. And I can't click on it. Like, he must be paid because he don't care about nothing about the internet. He don't care that we're talking about him. So there it is. Just a little bit of background on what is it that you can do with your artwork once you produce it in Adobe Fresco. Take it out to Illustrator, and bam, you have all the power of Adobe Illustrator to make your artwork, to take your artwork to the next level. It's amazing. It's super amazing. All right, cool. I think Adobe Draw, yes, mode avoid. Adobe Draw is going to disappear soon, so I got an email talking about this. Yes, yeah, so you got to download it now and save it. I have it on my device. Let me go ahead and go out, and I think this is saved, so we're good. Yep. And so Adobe Draw is not up here. I thought it would be right here. Where are you, Adobe Draw? Design, cloud, video, photo. Huh? What? This is whack. These are the whack apps. Oh, there it is. Adobe Draw right there. Get it out. Boom. It doesn't belong in the whack folder. And Adobe Sketch. I just saw it right there. There it is. There we go. So these two apps are still amazing, but yes, they're going to disappear from the App Store real soon. So just go ahead and download them. And here's some Adobe Draw artwork. There you go. Every time you open Adobe Draw, it's going to tell you, hey, we got Illustrator on the iPad or Fresco. And yeah, but if you can't load it because you don't have the latest version of iOS, then it's going to be tough. So for 2018, that's crazy. 2018. And then I was there in 2018, 2019. We weren't. That was 2018. I'm losing. Good night, Francisco. See you next time. In 2018, I drew all these different Adobe personalities, and because I went to Adobe Max in 2018, and there's Orlando Arocena right here. Boom. And do I have my layers? Let me see my layers. There it is. All my layers. And this is the draw layer. So I did a sketch of him, and then I did a vector brushes, a drawing with vector brushes as a Aztec god. And once I did that, I went into Illustrator, and let me see if I can pull that up. Boom. And I'm gonna show you what ended up happening with all of these guys. You gotta look for what's his name right here. I forgot his name right now, This is Questlove. Damn, I forgot his name. Sorry, that's Robzilla. So this is how it went. So I did the sketch in Adobe Sketch. I traced over their face and then I added a bunch of stuff. And then I went into Adobe Draw and I did the whole drawing with Adobe Draw. And then I hopped it into Illustrator where I used the gradients. So that's what you see right now. And let's go ahead and find Mexi Funk. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I did a bunch of these drawings, man. I was tired. That was my Inktober for that year. You got to give yourself a challenge and draw a lot. And something that's going to take a lot of drawings. There goes Terry White. And there he is. So there's his the drawing of his face. Mexi Funk. Thank you, Andresa. ¿Cómo están? How are you? So there's Mexi Funk right there. That was the sketch. And then I did Adobe Draw. And then from Adobe Draw, there's a button that you can click and it goes out. The artwork goes out to Adobe Illustrator. And once you're in Adobe Illustrator, then I set up my own template with the word Max on the top right corner. I put in their names, who they are, and the apps that I use: Adobe Photoshop Sketch, Adobe Illustrator Draw, and Adobe Illustrator. And if you've seen my sweater, is it my sweater here? No, it's in my bedroom. Then you see me wear a sweatshirt of that has a picture of myself. So that's me. And so I did a drawing of myself using a picture. And then I went into Adobe Draw. I did the vector brushes version. I still have that shirt. I like that shirt. And then I did the poster. And once I did the poster, I used this artwork, this vector artwork, to put it on a sweatshirt. So sometimes in my live streams, I'll wear a sweatshirt and it has a drawing of myself on my face. And there you go. Bam. So this is what you want to do when you're working on these apps, is have the fun, the creative fun on when you're drawing on the app. But then after that, it's like, well, what am I going to do to get this drawing to the next level or to another medium instead of just digital? What do I got to do to bring it out into the real world? And like Rob said earlier, when it's time to print that stuff, it crashes the printer. It's like, yeah, because that's a whole lot of layers, a whole lot of color, a whole lot of gradients. It's crazy. But push your artwork, see where it goes. That's what I like about Fresco and vector brushes. Whew, I know, I talk a lot. And I've been live already for an hour, and I'm nowhere.
Went on a whole tangent. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoyed the tangent, but
yeah,
the whole tangent. I just realized that it's already been an hour.
That's crazy, ain't it?
You better get your stuff together, man. Handle your business.
Handle your business, man. So, what is the Hellboy logo? And it's the bureau. How do you say bureau? The bureau for paranormal research and defense. And that's going to be the logo that goes on the jacket, on the coat. And then we're going to keep moving. Yes, you're right. Stay focused, man. I don't know. I like to talk, yo. All right. Sheesh. So there we go.
Information though, so it's all good.
All right, there you go. That's right. A little bit of education, a little bit of fun, a little bit of drawing. Get fly tonight. Get fly tonight. Do a little dance. All right, here we go. Boom. That's right. Here you go. Get fly tonight. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and do the sword. And it has a line like this. And then it has, I'm just looking at online drawing.
The fist.
Yes. There we go. Bam. It's got a sword.
That logo in itself is sweet.
Say what?
That logo in itself is sweet.
Yes, it's pretty cool, ain't it? I like it. I'm gonna have to put a pencil on it, man. Oh, I'm gonna have to make my own logo that has a pencil on it. Oh, I hear you. Oh.
You got the arm with the
that reminds me. Whatever happened to our sketching gloves that we were supposed to get with the logo on it?
Oh, you never got one? You never got one? So if you live in the United States, you should have got one already. If you didn't, I'm gonna check on it. Somebody was mailing them out. Rasta.
I'll tell you about it.
Did you? Yeah. And yeah, let's check with me on it, cause and I'll check with Rastamine. Rastamine was handling the U.S. orders, and for a long while I could and then my job was to send out the international, and because of the world situation, we couldn't ship.
Rotating, because when I do Fresco on my desktop, I find it difficult to rotate my. You're on your drawing tablet though.
Yeah, I'm on an iPad. Yeah. So click the R button on your keyboard, and then click on the screen with your pen, and you should be able to rotate.
Okay.
R on the keyboard, and then use the pen or mouse to rotate your screen. It will work. You click on the Z on your keyboard, and it'll zoom in and out. And you can click on the screen, and you'll zoom in and out. That's what that's for those of you who do not have touch screens.
Fresco on my desktop too.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It depends on the. It all comes down to the graphics card that you have. So as long as you have a strong graphics card, you should be able to.
It's out of control. I have 2 devices with Fresco, and I can do that desktop too.
Yes.
Holy.
Bro, I got it on all my computers. Even if I can't draw on them, I'm still gonna have it on there, because you never know. You might be able to want to do something with it. Okay, cool. Got the code, got the logo. Bam. And then I make a thin line between love and hate.
I knew you was going.
We're gonna make a playlist tonight. That's what we're gonna
There we go. That's right.
Experience hits.
All right, Rob. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Go, Dan. Go. Thank you. Make up the badges for the pencil crew. I like that. That's great. That's right. Yep. Dan. Richard is making pencils. All right. So we got that for the logo, Hellboy. Boom. Yeah, I like adding. You gotta have music when you're drawing, man. Or at least Judge Judy. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What'd you say, Odari?
You sing. We'll do a stream like a dance baby hits. I stream everything that you see.
Okay. There you go. Got some details on the coat. All right. And so some of these overlapping lines, you want to use that touch modifier, this little circle. And so if you don't see the little circle on your Fresco, you go to your settings on while you're in the file, drawing file, and click on is that the touch shortcut? That's it right there. And then you click on the touch shortcut right here. So that's where the setting is for this. So once you turn that on, then you have this shortcut. So you can move it around, and instead of clicking and holding it with your finger, what I like to do is just double tap it so that I can then have the touch modifier on, and then I can click and drag across the lines that I want to get rid of. And sometimes and that works really well. I like that. I really like that. Bam. So here we go. Boom. Okay.
That's that, because I really don't. It's there. It's on the screen. I don't touch it. It's just, I don't know. I need to utilize more of what Fresco has to offer. I just really don't do it.
Yeah.
I do my thing. It might be a lot easier if I utilize that's there.
Get it together, Adari. You were just saying that to me. Get it together, man.
Wait, I understand.
That's right. Yeah, man. It's a neat little tool, you know, and because you don't have a touch screen with the hue on, then it's good to have it, and then use the pen to tap it. Or because you use the hue on with the surface, then with your one hand you keep it on the surface to touch things, to click, to pinch and zoom, and click and drag. You know.
It's like I jump from Surface to iPad and the Huron, and it's like I mean, if I use one thing, it's like, oh, it all works for the same thing. But then it's like, you know, it's complicated. You know what I'm saying? It's just like one thing does one thing, and one thing does another thing, and it's just like when I use that Huron, it's like I'm using one hand to mess with the surface, and I'm drawing with the other hand. Right.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, but right. So you got to find the process that works for you. Just find the process that works for you, because it's really useful. It's very useful. But you're right. It depends on what you're working on and what you're working with at that time. And so most recently, I think a couple of Mondays ago, I was just using the iPad, not even the Cintiq, just the iPad. Just so that I can, do the touch and the drawing all in this at the same time in one device. And but when I connect the Cintiq, I do have to, and I connect it to the Surface. Then I use the Surface for the touch, and the Cintiq screen for the drawing. Yeah, it's kind of redundant having two screens that you draw on. But hey, it works. I like it. It works for me. There we go. So right now what I'm doing is I am doing my fill-in. And just going around. Boom. Just outlining the inside of my shapes. Or fill-in areas. The areas that I need to fill in with color. And then once I do the outline like this, I go ahead and grab the paint bucket, boom, select or tap the inside edge, and there it goes, bam, and there it goes like that. Got it. There we go. And see, now I can bring back the opacity. There it is. There's Hellboy. Yeah. Yeah. And then so I can clean this up a little bit. Let's fix that. It looked a little weird. Let's go like that.
That's that Fresco magic.
Oh yeah, it's banging, man. All right, let me see. Let me get that right. Do it better. There it is. Got it. So now let me fill it in with that brown. Boom, boom.
And I like doing different colors. Like I do at least 3 or 4 different layers of the same kind, different kinds of blue or whatever. Just lay them on top of each other. That's color.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. But once you're an illustrator, I mean, you really can then put some blend modes on everything, and have some gradients really to bring it out. Okay, so let's go here. We're gonna do the circle. Bam. I'll fix that in a second. There you go. There it is. And so now I can, take my time. And right now I am going kind of fast because I want to at least do one. I spent a lot of time talking. And so I want to do the Terminator. But the Terminator is going to take a little bit of doing because I want it to have that metallic look. So I am going to have to build some gradients here in Fresco. And then tighten them up in Illustrator. Here we go. Bam.
I got a
Yeah.
Why would you use all that time for that brush, that circle where you could just either use the tracing tool or whatever and just drop a bucket on there and boom.
I don't want a
Or
perfect circle.
do you prefer to just do that?
Yeah, I prefer it because I want it to be all hand drawn and have that organic hand drawn look. That's why I did that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do it too, but I just wanted to ask, especially because it's like, look, you can trace that whole thing and just drop the bucket there. Boom!
Yeah.
Keep it moving. You know?
Yeah, and yeah, I could have done that, and I didn't. There's no hard preference here on this particular drawing. But yeah, sometimes I will take advantage of the shapes. Bam, here we go.
Yeah, because I would like to show more of the drawing technique than the easy way out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, some things I do the easy way out is like, trace all this in bucket. Boom, we're done. Let's keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I do power hour, I don't have a lot of time.
Right.
Like, I will straight trace it and be like, there you go.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So there you go. You know, if you have a chance for a shortcut, you should take that shortcut. Depending on the drawing, because some drawings take a long time, and you know that could save you a little bit of time right there. Depends on how much time you actually have or want to spend on a drawing. And then there's some drawings that, you know, yeah, you want to like have that hand-drawn organic look, but also the process of doing it and, you know, sitting there taking your time with every detail is where the joy is at, you know? Boom. So right now what I did is I duplicated this layer, and then I am just erasing pieces of this layer so that now it has that shadow. So there's this layer right here. I turn it off, and look, off and on. So now it creates a shadow and highlight, and all I did was duplicate the original layer that I used for the color. So I'm going to do the same with the color. Duplicate layer. So now I have two. The second layer, the one on top, I'm gonna turn the blend mode to multiply, turn down the opacity, there we go, and then I'm gonna use the eraser to detail out some of this here. And they go like this.
You a beast.
Yeah.
I mean, a whole beast, because I struggle on where to put the highlights in my drawings. I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right. Let's try it again.
You're right. Yep. Yeah, you have to decide where's your light source, where are the shadows going to be. Yeah. And
just figure that out. Yeah, it is dope when you do it. It's like, oh man, this is sweet.
Yeah.
We gotta get together now. Let's do the Fresco thing.
Let's do the Fresco thing.
Fresco, the student and the master. Let's do that.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There's gonna be Dari's chance to show out.
I got a putty one now. That's what's up.
Boom. So there you go. See, now that has a little bit of extra detail, and it looks okay. It's like, yeah, I'm cool with that, yo. I'm cool with that. And
a season on it. That's
right. Yeah. All right. So now let's finish the hair, and then what? Oh, I need to do the horns. Okay. Almost there. So let's go ahead. Now I'm not gonna do horns. I'm gonna do the stumps.
So the skull's not gonna be red then,
huh? No, because the skin is red. So I mean, it's kind of pinkish. Made it kind of pinkish. What do you think of that idea? Should it be?
Just saying. You said Hellboy, and he's all red.
No, I think I I like it being kind of pinkish because it's more pinkish than it was than the other Skullys.
Right. And it's a skull. It's not like your skull is the same color as your skin, Adari. Show us your skull. Let me see. Yeah. So that's what I think. I don't know. Maybe there's a better way.
No better way. How do you obey this?
Okay. I'm open to suggestions, man. That's one thing is that about me is that, listen, I'm open to listening and hearing what others have to say because I could learn some more stuff, My brain has room. My brain has room. I have room in my brain.
I love when I see you already. You killing it.
Boom. So there goes that. Now, so I have the stumps, and I need the color of the skull. So the color of the skull is a little pinkish. I can make it darker pink if I wanted to, but let me see if I can find the right color. I forgot what color I used. Is that it? No, not that one. Well, you know what I can do is grab the eyedropper tool and take it to where the color is. There it is. Got it. And now this is my color. Yeah, that's the color. Got it. So now I go here. Boom. Under the line work is where I do my colors. So now I can go like this. There you go. Nice. And let me turn down the opacity to make sure that I'm getting what I need to get out of here. There it is.
That was a smart little janky jank right there, because sometimes I struggle with knowing did I cover the whole piece, but turning down the opacity of the other stuff lets you see where you're coloring. I like that.
Yes. Yeah. Use the tools.
I was going to say, back to Adari's point about him being red, his horns are red, now that I think about it. So would his skull be red? Oh.
But the horns are not bone, are they? They are bone because he shaves them, huh? So the horns need to be red. Go ahead, Bree. Stand up for your man.
Now, critical thinking skills.
Bree in the house is like, I'm gonna stand by your man.
Maybe just make the horns red though.
Let's go. Let's do that. I like that idea.
Why don't you go from a gradients of a pink up to the red?
I can do that.
I like that.
But I'm gonna do that with the Illustrator. Go ahead.
Do the base right there at the base, sort of pinky like, and then come up to the red.
So here is as a matter of fact, let's go here.
Darker pink.
There we go. How about that?
Yes, add some salt to it now.
It looked like he's sunburned. Sunburn his skull. But that's good. I like that. And so I'm gonna go with this. One thing I also want to point out is that when I hop into Illustrator, and once I release these and these Skullys, I plan on doing like an NFT. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna go, how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. But what I want to do is have two versions. I'm gonna have the flat color version that I create here in Fresco, and then I'm gonna have a super duper gradient version. Let me show you what that looks like. I tried that with one of them already, and it looks pretty cool. I like it. Okay, let's see, where is it? There it is. I'm gonna show you. I did it live. I think I did it here when I was live. Let me pull it up for you guys. Okay, so this is. Go ahead.
Why don't you let a background be a silhouette of a cat?
Well, so
he had this kitty thing.
What I have to do in that case is add the cat like to his shoulder or something. Like that'll be the thing that I would do in that instance. But here's a look into what it looks like when this is fresh out of Fresco. All right. And then this is what I do in Illustrator. I add gradients like to all the different layers. And I need to do a gradient like in the body so that there's a lot of darkness on this left-hand side versus the right side. But there it is, also a freeform gradient happening on the hood and a freeform gradient happening in the background. So once you're in Illustrator, like you can go really crazy with how you use your gradients and colors and so on. So that's gonna be something that I do. I like the idea of the cat, but now you're gonna make me do more work, Bree. But yes, he does like cats, doesn't he? I like cats. All right, so let's go ahead. Go ahead.
Do what you do, bro. Do what you do.
I may do the cat on my own time.
You gangster like that.
Okay, Bree.
I was just saying, he'll come out with something totally awesome anyway.
Right. Thank you. There it is.
I definitely I like your idea of having a flat version and having the Adobe Illustrator version with the gradient, because now it gives people an option on what they like, what they want to see.
Right.
What they want to add to their collection of artwork that they already have from you.
Yep.
So
Thank you.
That's a good idea.
Thank you. And what's cool is that I'm making my templates available, so for those who want to try their hand at their own, get folks involved. If you have an idea of something you want to do, you want to try it out, then go for it, yo. Go for what you know, yo. So now I'm gonna use another layer for some more shadow. I need some shadow here. And so, of course, you're going to be like, damn, that does not look like shadow. You're tripping. I know. Hold on 1 second. And then I grab that layer, turn the blend mode to multiply, and turn down the opacity. There you go. Got it. So now I can do the rest. Boom. There you go. And see this, once you bring this into Illustrator, oh man, you're going to be able to do so much to these different pieces of brush strokes. All right, let's go ahead and erase a little bit right there. Got it. Good. I actually don't like the way this connects here. There we go. Boom. Now this purple looks different. Why? So these two purples don't look like to be the same color. So let's double check. Another thing that I'm doing once I'm in Illustrator, I'm making sure some of these colors are the right color. Because it's real easy to get lost in the design, and oh, that's just the shading, that's why. And then your colors don't match. It's the shadows that's causing that. I don't like that. Why is that? Okay, let's try this again. You kind of wanted to have consistent. Okay, I guess long press. Thank you. Yeah, it's the shadow. It's the shadow over those lines that's causing that color to look different. It's all good. Let's go ahead and combine these two. Merge it down. I can duplicate it. Got it. Multiply. Boom. It's super dark. And then turn it down so it looks like it's matching. There you go. Nice. So you have to use the tools that you have handy. And you tell the drawing what you want. Don't let the drawing tell you. Especially when it comes to digital. Like if we were playing with watercolors, man, once that water runs over to that side of the paper, that's it. Like there's nothing you can do. It's done. It happened. There's no undo button. But when it comes to digital, you tell it what to do. My mother used to say when it was time for washing dishes and then the dishes were still dirty and then I would tell her it's because the crust won't come off, and then she'll say, well, it wasn't born there, and that means you gotta handle it. Yeah, that food crust was not on that dish before, and it can come off. You're just gonna have to scrub it. So there you go. All right, cool. So now for the hair is just dark hair. Boom. And so what I've been doing for dark hair, I don't know if you remember the old comics, the old paper comics, and they had blue color for hair. So that's what I've been doing. I use the blue color. So where's my blue? There it is. And so old school comics used to have blue hair, like the paper comics. You can see like the little dots on the paper still in those days. Bam.
That's what I was just going to say. Them little blue dots.
Yeah, and so that's my technique for the hair here, because you can try to do realistic hair or realistic color, but because I'm using purple as for the lines, if the hair is darker than the purple, then it's gonna look a little weird. It's gonna have that little bit of a silhouette negative space effect, and so I don't want that. So I tried that blue technique. It's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with that. And so let's go ahead and turn that down again, so we can.
So question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you change the teeth in any way?
No.
Other than changing the colors?
No, I have not changed the teeth. And when I did the Old Dirty Bastard, I did the grill. I did add the gold grill. But I have not changed anybody's teeth. I don't think it's in anybody's teeth. When I do Blade, I want to do Blade, the Wesley Snipes Blade version. That's I want to do like long canines.
Right.
Yeah. Should I be doing anything more to the teeth for some of these characters? What do you think?
I was just asking because I see the difference in the colors and stuff, and the colors by you changing the colors of the skulls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the teeth look different in a way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I have done is some of them is added extra shading depending on the character. So that also helps. Yeah, some of the shading also helps. But I have not changed the lines. Like all these lines here, they're all the same. That's a lot. That's a lot to draw over and over and over again.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because we never did see his teeth, did we?
Yeah, he talks, but he doesn't like growl or nothing. I haven't seen anything here on the pictures that I see. I got Hellboy somewhere on a DVD. I need to pull it up.
Then also I was thinking about between your gradients and your flat, it's like having the 20-cent version of a comic.
Yes.
And the Boris version of Tony.
That's right. Yes, that's good. Dang, 20 cents. Yes. Yep, the old pulp comics. Mm-hmm.
You gotta do Doom.
With that newspaper paper.
Right, the newspaper print.
Mm-hmm. It was on this shiny kind of paper.
Right, the comics that have the paper has evolved a lot, whereas back in the day it was very very dry, very newspaper-like. Yes, very newspaper-like. And Odari said, who'd you say, Dr. Doom?
Dr. Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got a skull-like face.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Doom will be awesome. I'm looking at one of my toys. I'm like, oh, you did Dr. Doom yet?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. This Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Uh-oh, he said it 3 times.
Uh-oh. If you don't hear back from Odari, it's you know where he at.
Well, he comes to the crib and chills me all the time.
Oh, he chills out with you. Yeah. So same technique with the hair. I just erase some of it, and so it looks like it has like.
Sorry, Dan.
Okay.
You gotta do Gillis for Gillis is not.
Oh.
You gotta do the Addams Family.
Adams Family, yes, the Adams Family, man. Oh yeah.
Gomez. You gotta do Gomez.
Yep. Might have to draw the what do you call the what do you call this under the eyes when it's real dark?
The bags under the eyes.
Mm-hmm. I thought the dark circles. Yeah, that's right. The bags, the dark circle bags. Yeah, man. All right, let
You
me.
can do like Lurch, or you can do Gomez. Whatever.
Morticia. Morticia is easy because it's just a lot of long hair and black dress.
Yes. That's easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How do you?
Have y'all seen the old comics that they used to have in the newspaper, the Addams Family?
No. They
Y'all
had it.
Check that out.
Da-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Share that. Yeah, I would love.
Da-na-na-na.
It used to
Da-na-na-na.
be,
Da-na-na-na.
used to be like one like Little Orphan Annie type thing, you know.
Da-na-na-na.
on the newspaper.
Da-na-na-na.
That's snapping. That's funny. I love it.
Da-na-na-na.
Cousin, it would be interesting though.
That's just hair. That's just a lot of hair, man.
You know what?
He died last month.
What? Oh yeah, okay.
Who played him? Go ahead.
I was gonna say the grandma from the Addams Family.
Oh, grandmama.
Grandmama.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because her clothes are always like really eclectic.
Uh-huh. There you go. As long as they have something that I can show in the drawing that will identify who they are. That's what it comes down to. All right, cool. So there's the beard. There goes the hair. Let's turn on our character back on. Boom. Okay. Does that look like Hellboy? It's a question. Does that pass for Hellboy there?
Hellboy with fleshy skin.
Let's make that bigger. Bam! There you go. Boom. That's what I like about drawing things in different layers, because you can always make adjustments.
You know what they say about men with big horns, don't you?
Then they wear big hats and they cannot lie.
They have big horns.
I got big horns. All right, let me turn that up, and oh, that looks kind of cool too. Oh my gosh.
That looks more Hellboyish, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
Dang, I messed up. I showed y'all the true colors. All right, let's see. Boom. All right, so let's see if we go to multiply and then go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love how you do the eye sockets, by the way. I even noticed it on your other Skullys, like the way you add that depth to the eye socket is so cool to me. I'm just like into all the details that you do. So I appreciate it because it definitely makes me think more about my own art and how detailed I can really go. Nice.
Okay, you're welcome. You know what I am going to do? Yellow for inside the eye socket so it looks like it's glowing in there.
You be on my room.
What'd you say? Who you arguing with, Bree?
My mom's dog. She's in the hospital right now, so I'm taking care of her chihuahua.
Oh, okay. There you go. Look, add a little bit of detail. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope the dog recovers.
She just dehydrated and she had a little infection, so they just trying to get all her fluid stuff back. Right?
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Cool. Well, there it is. Let me make some adjustments here. Grab that. And let me duplicate it. No, not like that. Let me duplicate this yellow layer. Boom. And give me some yellow again and make a little bit of thicker yellow. And what's happening with the second layer, I can turn it down a little bit. Boom. So that way it has like this gradient. And it's not a real gradient, but it gives the impression.
See, look at that. You having fun.
Oh yeah, this is fun. That's right. That's why I keep drawing it. I don't know, you know, when I stream, it's like I gotta enjoy myself. So I have to find the things that make me happy, you know. And so there it is. This is it. Okay, turn that down a little bit more.
Why would you stream unhappy?
That's right. We're like, yeah, let's go ahead and break out this piece of paper. No, man, get hype. There it is. Hellboy, everybody. What do we think so far? Are we okay with this?
We love it so far. This is great. We're done.
We're done, son. Yes.
That's fire, man. That's
Thank you. Appreciate it. That cane top is fantastic. Let's see. All right. So Richard is talking about something. I don't know if he's talking to me, but it's cool. Let me do a little bit more shadow. And now I'm going to export this into the desktop by clicking that magic button. There's a magic button here. So let's add a bit more shadows. Okay. And I feel like I can add another shadow layer. That's one thing about me is like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I could do a little bit, just a little bit more here and there. You know, if I could just tighten up a couple of things. And so if
I did post the puppy. She's on Share Your Art.
Oh, that's that one. Okay. That's the one you have at home right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's very cute. Very cute.
I was waiting on Mom, you know, at the urgent care thing. And I found the edit button.
Is that right? Is that right?
Break out pen and paper. I can do it on this. Oh, okay. But I see you really need a finger, a drawing tool. Because your finger can only be so small.
It can only be so small?
Yeah, to do lines.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. There we go. I got that red. I wanted to not have such a dramatic highlight.
What colors you add?
Man, I like.
You're adding red on top of red on top of red, different shades of red. That's what I like about Fresco. It just pops everything. And I don't add anything. You trying to transfer it to Illustrator, so why? I'm gonna just keep adding colors.
Okay.
And it's a beast. The more colors you add on Fresco, like look at the whole. You're killing it right now. You know what I'm saying? You can add more blue to the blue.
Yeah, right. Just using layers. That's right.
Yeah, Fresco is dope for that. That's what I love about Fresco.
Yep. So there it is. Boom. We have our Hellboy. Unfortunately, that's all we're going to draw tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and send it off to Illustrator. Bam, bam, bam. And let's go ahead and see how long it takes. It's not going to take long. Right now, you can see the little circle moving right now is turning. That means things are happening. And I will save the Terminator for another day. because I got a lot of the fire, a lot of characters. Richard says, "Where's the fire?" His horns are not on, so no fire. And I thought about doing the actual horns, but then it will stick out of the page. They're gonna go like way out here, and so that's not gonna work. That's right. There it goes. It says document sent. So now let's go ahead and switch screens. Boom.
Hey, that was really quick. I like that.
Yeah, it didn't take long, except that it takes a minute to get to the cloud and then to pop into my Illustrator because of all these all the layers that I have. I have a ton of layers. Oh, it just showed up on that other computer, but I have a ton of layers here, and so now I need to see it pop into Illustrator. There's Illustrator, and I have Illustrator open on this other computer, and it popped in over there, but I need it to pop in right here. Come on, Illustrator, where you at? And create a cloud. I don't want it over there. I want it on this one. All right. Okay. Yes, it is Hellboy. Christian, how you doing today? I want to thank everybody that's been hanging out with me tonight. We started with a few people on the Discord. Now we have other few people stopping through. We still got Dimples Love, J-Lo, Bree, Motor Void, and Odari. Nice. And in the Behance, we've had Christian, Richard, Rob, Andresa, Francisco, Motor Void, Odari. Did I say Rob? RB, Richard, again. Okay, cool. Tamika, nice. And let's see any other names that I haven't mentioned. Do let me know if I mentioned your name and you left a comment because I forget. Okay, D was in the house. Word up, D. And cool. All right, so there it is. There's the pop-up in Illustrator. I'm gonna make sure that says convert layers to objects. I want to keep all the different layers that I created in Fresco. Click on OK, and now here it goes, coming in. Come on in. Bam. Now let's go ahead get into this drawing here. Boom. There's my gradient. I'm not going to use my gradient, but there's my layers. There's my Hellboy. And and once I look at it on the screen, not all my screens are the same, so some of the color is a little different, but just to be safe, I like to play with some of these tones. And so number one is going to be the hair. And so I can select the hair and change the color. Or what I rather do, because I want to keep the same colors consistent as I do all the outlines in the same color, I want to keep that color as part of the file. But I want to make the color look different or darker. So I will go ahead and duplicate this vector layer. Got it. Then now that I've duplicated the hair, I'm going to go into my blend mode and multiply, and then turn down the opacity of the new blend mode. So now it looks a little darker. Before, after. It's kind of hard to see. Let's go ahead and zoom in. So this is before, this is after, and that's before. So before it has a reddish tint. After it has a darker tint, and I like that. I'm going to do the same with the skull. There's the skull right here. Select that layer, click and drag while holding down the Alt key. Then do the multiply also. It gets very dark, so I'm going to turn it down to like there. There you go, 40. Let's go, 39. That's good. I like it. Nice. And so now, let me click out of here. Boom. So now it has a darker look. And so things kind of sharpen when we have a high contrast. So before, after. Yes, it's a slight difference that adds a little extra flavor. I'm going to do the same with the coat. Here we go. And this is just the line work. Click, drag, multiply, and 30% Got it. And so the key is to click on the layer and hold down the Alt key on your keyboard. When you hold down the Alt key on your keyboard, you can click and drag, and now you made a copy. Yes, it's very useful. Okay, so, and then this is the chest. Let's do the chest also. Alt, click, drag, boom, multiply. Got it. 30 some
I
percent.
got
Mm-hmm.
So by transferring this to Illustrator and you're doing this for a client, what advantages is it to bringing this to Illustrator? Why would you bring the Illustrator? It's already vector brought on that's
Okay. A whole lot of reasons. Number one is I want to prepare this for multiple uses. I may want to make prints of this, stickers, make shirts, whatever. As a matter of fact, now that I mentioned shirts, I'm going to go ahead and invest in one of those hot press thingies because I want to make my own shirts, but I only want to do one at a time. Like, I don't want to do like a run of design. Sometimes I just like one of my drawings and I want to put it on a shirt. So I'm going to do one of those, Darius. So I'm going to be talking to you about that. Them hot press iron on designs. In any case,
I just got a sublimation printer. I just started using it.
So we should talk after the stream is over. Okay. And so once I'm in Illustrator, listen, now I can check my rulers, turn on my rulers, where they at. There we go. Show rulers. I can check on the size on my canvas. And if my artboard, if I want it to be bigger, right now it's only 6 inches by 6 inches. But let's say, what if I want to do a poster that has 24 by 36? So then I can always make these changes and adjustments here. And now I can resize the artwork, reformat it to whatever I want, add in text, throw the gradients in it, freak it out really hardcore. And only in Illustrator can I do that. Fresco has its limits. Fresco has its place. Now, if you think that your art is done while still working in Fresco, then that's cool. It's really up to you to how far you want to take it. But when it comes to me, it's like, nah, I wanna do this, I wanna do that to it, I wanna freak it out and make adjustments. And so Illustrator on the desktop, it makes it all possible. Illustrator exists on the iPad, but I will not be able to do all these things in the Illustrator on iPad because it doesn't have all those options. Plus, the iPad is not designed to handle this much work. And I've tried it. I need to try it with my M1 iPad because that's what I'm using here right now and see if it handles it better because I have crashed. Think about that answer. Oh, Dario, I fell asleep listening to me talk. All right. Let's go ahead and save as. And, excuse me. Sorry about that. Red Hell. That's going to be his name. Boom. Save it. All right. Save this as an Illustrator file into my folder where I save all of my Skullys. I have a folder with all my Skullys. Let me show you. Bam, 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 the Skullys. So here, yes.
So when you enlarge the size, do you increase the DPI?
No, there's no DPI in Illustrator. You don't need to. Yeah, but the answer is yes. However, it's not DPI. When we say it's vector, that means it's all of these dots. These dots, it's a mathematical equation happening here. And so for however big you make it, the dots, as you expand the image, these dots separate and create more room in between them, but they stay in proportion to each other. And so these dots, aka anchor points, they serve as the map for how the image is supposed to look and what that image contains. And all of these anchor points create paths, and the paths create shapes, and all of it works together to create a file that is not dependent on pixels. It's dependent on vector points. Yeah, Illustrator is hardcore. Is hardcore. There you go. So now here's the folder. And I have 48 items in here. So that means I have 24 sketchies. Is that right? Did I already export it? I didn't pay attention. There it is. Red hell. Bam. There is. What'd you say?
I said, ain't you nothing like old people. You gangster, bro.
There you go. Thank you. Now I'm going to go ahead and post this on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that stuff. And so check me out. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I promise you next time I'm going to do less talking and more doing. We are at 2 hours. Dang, that was crazy. That took a long time.
You did good for 2 hours. Like, not the talking, you did really, really good for 2 hours.
Mine is. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. There you go. That's right. So tomorrow, stay tuned for Tamika. She streams at 7 o'clock. It is the figure drawing session. So you want to come on in, hang out, and practice your figure drawing. On Friday, it's Odari. He streams at 7 p.m. also. And I like to hang out when they're streaming just to see what's happening and throw in a little bit of commentary as they draw. And with Tamika, you can draw along and right here in the Discord. So come on through, join the Discord, hang out with us, and let's have a good time. As for me, I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And but I post on constantly. I'm always posting something. I have some videos to edit tonight that I'm gonna be posting later. And so I post a lot about the business of art and drawing techniques. So go ahead and check me out on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, Delta Tango Mike. If you want to collab with me on the Skullys, let me know. We do have a subscriber section here on Behance. It's brand new. It just launched. You'll see much more announcements coming from Behance and Adobe so that you can follow and collaborate with your favorite streamers. Thank you very much, everybody. To everyone who left a comment in the chat, I'm going to hang out right here in the Discord a little bit longer. And for everyone else, have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.